Welcome back to Code with Satvik, where we explore Eclipse plugin development step by step. In last video, we covered the introduction to Eclipse, installing the Eclipse, the history of Eclipse, and creating a sample a view plugin. And today we are taking it a step further. So what's in today's video? We will see how Eclipse adopted the MVC architecture, differences between UI and core plugins, installing the Windows Builder for Eclipse plugin development, updating the RCP full product for complete setup, and we will be creating one employee management. So it's divided into multiple parts. In today's part, we will see how to create the employee management UI layout. We'll set up a new perspective and custom views. We'll learn how to add views to the perspective for better organization. And Eclipse uses the MVC architecture to separate the concerns and improves modularity in Eclipse RCP and IDE based applications. And model represents the core data and business logic of the application. It's independent of UI components. Some of the It handles the operations like data persistence, state management, and computation. Eclipse components handling the model are eclipse.code.runtime, eclipse.code.resource, eclipse.code.jobs. View. It displays the data from the model to the user. It does not contain any business logic. It reacts to the user interactions and updates when the model changes. E- Eclipse components handling the view are eclipse.swt, jface, and UI. Controller acts as a bridge between model and view. It handles the user inputs, updates the model, and refreshes the view. It listens for the events like button clicks, selection, move, menu actions, etc. Eclipse components handling the controller are eclipse.ui.commands, eclipse.jface.actions, eclipse.ui.pod.workbench actions. And some example, clicking add employee triggers an event in the controller, which collects the data from the view, updates the model by adding a new employee, refreshes the UI to show the new entry. And Eclipse plugin types. So mainly Eclipse plugins are of two types. One contributing the UI, one does not contributing the UI, considered as the core plugin. So UI plugins will have the all the UI components like switches, not switches like buttons, stereo buttons, text fields, all the parts of HTML forms, and some views, perspectives. Whereas the core plugins will only contains the business logic and some APIs that supports the UI. And at first we will see how we can install the Windows Builder, and then we will update the plugins contributing to RCP like Eclipse standalone plugins. And then we will see how the employee layout, and we will start by creating the UI layout. In upcoming videos, we will see the adding functionality to the employee management layout and the APIs. Yeah, this is the welcome page of Eclipse. If you missed the previous video or installing the Eclipse, you can download any version of the Eclipse available. And in case if you are unable to find the download for Eclipse, I will provide the link to download in the description box. Check out that. And once we open the Eclipse, just close the welcome tab, then navigate to help, find the Eclipse market space. Give it a second to load. Then go to the any of the browser and search for Windows Builder. So I will provide this link too. Here we can download this plugin in the two ways, using the update set or using the market space. I will use the market space. So they are mentioning like drag to install. Just hold it and move to the Eclipse market space and leave. I mean, release the mouse key. Yeah. So it will install all these things. Confirm. So it's installing the software. Then close this market space. Now again navigate to help menu. Go to the install new software. So the difference between the installing the new software and market space is in market space we can download third-party plugins worldwide. In update side we can download the particular version of the particular softwares. With the help of URL we can find those things out. I will list out the Eclipse later. As of now, go to the Eclipse update. So for every version, the version number will be different, but the URL will be same download.eclipse.org Eclipse updates. Click on it and find the RCP target components. Check that one out. And Eclipse plugin development tools. There. Yeah, so installation got completed. We need to restart the Eclipse to see the changes. Restart it. So it's got completed. And now we will see how the employee layout, management layout should be. Like I have gone through some Oracle examples like Oracle SQL. So it will be easy for this data if I follow the things like different types of tables. For each table, there will be each view contributing to that. So we'll see the layout. And this is the sample employee layout, or what I have done with the help of PPT. And I got reference from the Oracle database where there are nearly 6 to 7 tables, and I got some tables like regions, countries, and each view here represent the each table in the Oracle database. So like I have taken it as a test data instead of depending on creating the data, I only concentrating on the views. So the contents which are left empty because those are dynamic things. And for the departments, I have mentioned it as it's a static things. They won't change with the regions or countries. And the management hierarchy will be based on the selection of the employee record on the table. So it depends on department and the employee table. And the jobs and these are all coming from the database. So this is just a view for the database. And here after clicking on each employee record, we will get the more details of the employee here in the more details about employee session. Yeah. So first I will move to the Eclipse plugin development perspective. Open. Yeah, it opened. I don't want this Outlook and task list, so minimizing it and creating a plugin project. So the name will be employee management. The plugin target to run with Eclipse. No, then click next. So employee management version will be 1.0.0.qualifier will be snapshot. Or I don't want any qualifier, just version is fine. Name employee management. I want to run it with the Java 11 as the basic requirement. Generate an activator. Yes. This plugin will make contribution to the UI. Yes. Uh, Click next. I don't want to use any template. I will build everything from scratch. So finish. Now we got the employee management project. In that there's manifest view. So Eclipse provide one editor which we can edit every these Eclipse, manifest.mf, build properties, and there will be one more file called plugin.xml. It will be generated once we start creating the UI extensions. So here, if we want to say to Eclipse like there is some contributing to the UI, we have to create the extensions to it. We have to extend that, and implicitly we have to mention, yeah, there is a new perspective or views from my this plugin. So give some space to it. Go to extensions. So as of now, there are no extensions. At first, I want to create a employee management perspective. Plain. I am not going to add any views as of now. Just I will try to create the perspective extension. To create that extension, click on add. And if you see the plugin.xml file is created automatically by the Eclipse. Now search for the perspective. So we have two things, perspectives and perspective extensions. To create a new perspective, we have to use these perspectives. To to add view to the existing perspective, we have to use the perspective extensions. Just click on the perspective extensions and the plugin tools that we have downloaded from the update set. So this info is getting from that plugin. If we want to see the description, click on the perspectives. It will redirect to the browser and it will give some documentation about that perspective, how we can make use of it. I don't want that. And click finish. Yeah. So now it created a UI perspectives. So we can, this requires the name. So the ID will be the KWS, stands for code with surfing dot perspective dot employee management. So this is the ID. It may differ from name. Name will be like employee space management class. So we have to create one class. So Eclipse knows that there is a one perspective called employee management, and all the attributes or features of that perspective will be loaded from this class. So I want to create this class. Before that, I will create the package. So here we got one activator. I want to restructure the package. So right click, differences, not differences, refactor, rename. So at first I want to save this. So okay, always click OK. Yeah, now the package name will be the KWS. That's it. Then click OK. So now this activator class, this package is got changed to KWS. Now I want to create one more package. So right click, new package, KWS dot perspective. Click finish and create one class further. New class, employee management, and super class will be like, so if we want to create a new perspective, we have to implement the high perspective factory interface. Interface add perspective factory. Click add and cancel. Yeah. Okay, we will add it in the class level. Click finish. Yeah, we got the class. Now I will add that interface manually. High perspective, saving it. Okay. Yeah. So import high perspective factory. I'm just hovering on it. Then I will get the pop-up with the help. So import high perspective factory. Yes. So now we have to implement the methods from the high perspective factory. Click on the employee management, add unimplemented methods. So we have only one method, create initialize layout, and we have the iPage layout. So as of now, just leave this class as it is. Save this file. I don't want to save manually. So I want to enable the auto save. For that, go to the Windows Preferences. Here, search for the auto save. General workspace. Just search for auto. Yeah, editors and auto save. Enable auto saves for data editors. Yes. I want to give 5 seconds. No, 3 seconds. Yeah. Apply and apply and close. So now for every 3 seconds, the dirty editors means which are in non-saved state will be saved automatically. Now I want to map this class with the extension point that got declared in the plugins.xml. So right click on the Select the class name, right click, then go to copy the qualified name, copy qualified name. Yeah. Now go back to the plugins.xml. So we can manually add this plugins.xml, or we can use the UI providing by the Eclipse. Go to extensions. Here in the class, I can browse or give two stars. Then it will show all the classes in the project. I want this. Click OK. Uh, I have already copied the qualified name, so I will just paste it. Yes. So if we have icon ready, we have to give this path in the icon and see it's automatically saved. If we go and check the plugin XML content, it have the extension point UI.perspectives. The perspective class is the employee management class. Its ID is employee management. So I have given the class and ID is same, so it's easy for the identification. And name is the employee management. Just save it again. And now right click on the project name, go to run as, and click on Eclipse application. So to see what's happening, click on this search bar console. Oh, it's already good. So just drag and drop this console to here. So our Eclipse application got started with the new employee management perspective. I don't want to see the warnings here. So what it says is to suppress this warning, set the VM property -d Eclipse C4 inject.javax warning is equal to false. So copy this line and stop the running process, terminate it. Now again right click on the project name, go to run as, then configurations. I'm just maximizing it to see what's in the. And now it's a Eclipse application, yes. Now go to the arguments. See, here in the VM's argument, we have something with -d. So I'm just pasting the copied one here. Yeah. Now apply. If you see the show command line, we can see what are all the arguments we are passing to the UI. Here we have mentioned this warning as false. So just close it and run it again. Yeah. See now the warning message has gone and our runtime Eclipse got loaded. Maximize this. You see here it's a runtime Eclipse application. Now this is the perspective view. Before opening it, go to this Java double G, right click on it and click on show text. So we can see what perspective we are currently in. Now click on that open perspective. See now we have the employee management perspective. Click open. So we just created the perspective. It doesn't have any views. Now we have to create views and add those views to this employee management. Uh, Till now, just we have seen how to create the perspective, creating, adding the extension point in the plugins.xml and creating the class to it. Now we will see what does the activator do. I should have uh, started this one earlier, but yeah, I missed it. So activator is a like pre post construct and pre destroy annotations. So when the plugin starts, this method will be called. When when the plugin is getting into destroyed or closed, then this method gets called. So if we need to perform some operations or gathering data or making sure everything is loaded, these methods will help. In our case, we don't require this. I just checked it to generate to explain what's happening here. So this plugin ID will be the employee management. That's it. So we don't need this class. But as in we see in manifest, go to manifest. So we have the activator class. Yeah, where it is? Yes, here it is activator. So if we are going to delete this, we have to remove this line from the manifest also. I'm not doing that, just leaving as it is. So now, till now we have created the perspective, we have given some name and it's showing in the open perspective layout. Now that time to create the views. So if we see the employee management, yeah, in employee management layout, so this is the editor view. Here we have one, two, three, four, five, six. So six views. So we are going to create the six standalone views in the employee perspective. At first, we will start with the creating the views. Yeah. So here, let me close this class. I will create the package control N. So search for package. Now ksw dot views. Yeah. So at first we will create the extension in the plugins.xml. So getting back to here. Yeah. Now add, click on add. So views. VIEWS. So here we have some doc information about the view. If we want to see the complete documentation, click on the views. So we have available templates for views. Browse view or sample view. Sample view. This template creates a workbench view with category. Yeah. So I will be creating the view using the example, or I can just no need to select anything. Click on next. If we are getting like this, click on back, click cancel, add views. Just select this view and click on finish. So now views got added. In that we need to add the view. We have to define the view. So I don't know how to create a view. In that case, I will click on this open extension point schema to see some examples. So now they have provided some example. I will copy this. Now moving back to the manifest file. We can do one more thing. Right click on the views, new view. Anything is fine. Yeah. So ID will be kws dot views dot. At first, we will create the regions. Yes, the name will be regions. So class. Now we have to create the class. Sorry. So saving the file. New class. New regions view. So all the view classes should uh, extends the viewport uh, class. Extends viewport. So this is coming from org eclipse.ui.port. So now we have to implement the abstract classes. So one is create pod control and one is set focus. We will explore these methods later. As of now, for today's video, we'll just create the layout. So I have created the class. Now I'm going back to the plugins.xml, browse. So double asterisk. So now I got all the classes. I want the region view. Click OK. So as of that's it. So now we have created the class. Sorry, now we have created the view, region view, and the employee management perspective. So we'll verify whether this view got added to the Eclipse or. So I'm stopping terminating the runtime Eclipse. Then now this time I will start in the debug mode, so it's easy for this. Let me relaunch it. Yes. So by default, I'm enabling show text. So by default, we got the employee management perspective, but I want to see the regions view. Yeah. So we have the regions view. I'm just selecting. So we got the regions view, but it has nothing. So it's just a plain view. Sometimes you may not able to find the regions view, even though you have added. In that case, what we need to do is again go to the project explorer, right click on the employee management project, then as, then configurations, select the Eclipse application. Here, check this box clear. So it will create the cache generated by the Eclipse. So if we remove the cache, it will load the plugins freshly. So apply, close. I'm not going to that. Now I will create all the views required, like regions, countries, departments, jobs, management hierarchy. So uh, Control C, Control V. No need to create everything from scratch again. Oh no, this is my perspective, so not this one. Yeah, regions. Yeah, it will be countries view, and again it will be departments view. Again, Control V. Hmm. Countries, departments, regions. Next, jobs view, and one more thing, management hierarchy. Yeah. Yes. So as of now, we have created the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 views. Now we have to place them by the PPT template what I have done. Similarly, I have to create that layout in the Eclipse. So if we go back, if we consider this is the employee management perspective or any perspectives. Yeah. So here, this one is called as editor for editor, and the remaining views are editor one is the fixed one for in any perspective. These views may change from perspective to perspective. So before going to create the layout, let me create the views extension. Let me add the views to the views extension. We have the regions. Uh, yeah, it's .xml. View. I'm just copying 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's it. Have the regions. Now saving it. I will edit from here. Countries. It's true. Countries is fine. No. Means means the last one, jobs. So save this. Now we have all the views and we have the perspective. Now it's time to add these views to the perspective. So to do, we can do it in the two different ways. One is adding the details for the perspective in the plugins.xml, or adding the views from the perspective employee management perspective. So I want to rename it like employee management perspective, then refactor rename. Yes. So this here also it got updated. So refactor. Now I will close these files. Yeah. So I'll keep this aside. Okay, only one is open now. Now I can drag it and I can make it to the left side. I am closing this. So here we can define the layout, create the initial layout. So for this method, the default argument is page layout. So in this page layout, we will see what are all the methods we can make use of. Control plus click, then we can see the declaration. Yeah. So we have a editor area, project explorer, property sheet, mm, final variables. No, final. Yeah. We have some initial instance variables, then some methods. Yeah. So out of these methods, we only require the standalone. To see all the methods available in that class or interface, click Ctrl plus O. So if we click again, we will see the super class methods also. So the method what we are looking for is standalone. Uh, view one. Yeah, add standalone view. Yes, this method. So layout. At first, we have to place the views on compared to the editor area. So at first, we need to get the editor thing. String I editor ID is equal to layout dot get editor area ID of the editor area. Now we have to create the IDs for our views. So string regions ID is equal to so regions ID views dot regions. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Countries ID. The next will be departments ID. ID. Last one is jobs ID. Yes. Okay, it's just I will type this means hierarchy. The last one jobs. Mm, yeah, small jobs. So now we got the IDs of the views. So now it's time to placing the views. So at first we'll place the regions, layout, dot add view standalone view. So this method requires the view ID. The view ID will be regions. Oops. By clicking Control space, we will get the suggestions. It will be regions ID, show title true, int relationship. Uh, okay, so the relationship will be the left, right, bottom. We can page layout dot. See, these things we can pass. It takes the integer like bottom, left, right, top. I want it to be left side. So a ratio like how much percent. I'm not sure about it, but it requires a float no, so I will just give 0.0f and reference ID will reference editor. So here I want to place this on reference to editor. So I am giving editor ID. That's it. Saving it. So now I want to relaunch the Runtime Explorer just to make sure this regions ID got added or not. Relaunch, clear. Yeah. So closing the welcome page as usual. Open perspective, employee management, click open. So we have the employee management perspective, but there is no view. I want to see the view whether it's available or not. Regions. I'm not getting it. It's not there. So let me close the Runtime Explorer and see where is the issue. So I'm feeling that because of the ratio is 0, it doesn't get any space to show up. So in this case, what I will do, I will just go to Project Explorer. If we link this link with editor, then whenever we open some file, it will be opened in the Project Explorer. I don't want this class now. So now we have installed the Windows Builder initially. I will try to open this perspective class with the Windows Builder. Open with, yeah. I will make sure whether it's got added like how we wished or not. Click on the design. Yeah. So if I click regions, see, because the ratio is too small, it doesn't get added. Now I have dragged it. So saving it. Now we will see the source. See left, it got 0.2. So that is the help of the Windows Builder if we are not sure about these things. Now again saving it. I don't want this window anymore. Yeah, we will open. Just leave it as it is. Now again go to the debug, right click, relaunch, clear. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. See, now we got the regions. So it's time to add all the other views also. So at first we will add the left side layout. I will comment it out. Control forward slash. To editor area. Yes. So now we have the regions. As per the PPT template, under regions we have countries, under countries we have departments. On that side we have management hierarchy. On bottom to the management hierarchy we got jobs. So yeah, so this one will be the country side and this one will be the departments. Right. Yes, saving it. Now, if we do all the page layout left and on reference to the editor area, we will see how it will be. Going to design tab and see this is region, this is the countries, this is department. We don't want to be the left side. We want to be left side of the editor place. At the same time, it should be on bottom to the regions. So I will see if I can. No, I don't want in the same folder. Not on the right. I just leaving it. Now going back to the source. I want it to the bottom to the regions ID. Yes, this department's ID should be the bottom to the country's side. Countries view. Yes, if I go to design again, see this is what I wanted. Regions, countries, and departments. Seems regions got very little space, so I will just drag a bit down. Yeah. So we know like departments IDs are fixed, but regions and countries are dynamic. Regions it mostly like 5 to 6 at maximum cases. So it's okay. Like yeah, saving it. Now I will go to source and we'll see. It's got changed. The ratio got changed. Now I will add the. It's time to add the right side views. So this is the right side. This time it's management hierarchy, and this will be the jobs. It's reference to editor area ID, but now it's right. This one will be the bottom to management hierarchy. Yes. So now we'll see the design. Yeah, but seems ratio is too high, so I will just drag it. Yeah, perfect. Saving it. Now we have missed one more thing. Like we have the more details about each employee details in the each tab. In that case, we have to create the folder tab. So till now we have only created the views. Now we have to create the folder tab. So if we do the changes or if we adding the things in the management, I mean Java code, we can do the things dynamically also. But if we are doing in the plugin.xml, it will be static. So creating the folder view at bottom. For not folder, it's a tab view will be fine at bottom of the editor. So initially it will be empty. After we clicking on any of the employee record, then only it should get the data and it should show. So layout dot create folder. Yes. Creates and adds a new folder with a given ID to the page layout. So folder ID, I will give like employee details relation will be bottom. I page layout dot bottom. So ratio, as of now, I'm doing 0.25 F, and the difference will be the editor ID. Yeah, that's it. So we will see in the design tab. Yeah. So we got here, but I don't want this much length. Yeah, this will be the sufficient. So we just need to see the remaining columns. Like here in the table view, we're only showing limited columns. So remaining information user can see from here. Yeah. So this is the layout I wanted. I'm just okay. It's already saved. Saving it again. Let's relaunch it. Clear. Again, go to employee management. Okay. Yeah. So we got the layout, but folder part we have it's not showing because we haven't added anything to it. No? So let's try adding something to it. So Alt tab. I will create a variable further. Control 1. Assign to local variable. Yeah. Tab view. Tab view dot. So these are all the methods we have, and we can add view also. Add view. I am taking some default views. Just need that needs to get populated on the runtime. So I page layout dot views. So these are all the views and ID for those views. We'll say properties. Yeah, I have added that view. Yes. So to show the functionality of this create folder I layout, I will add one more thing. Tab view dot add view. I page layout dot ID bookmarks. Yeah, that's it. Save, terminate and relaunch. Clear. Yes. Close this one. Employee management. Open. Hmm. See. So in this editor pane, we will be creating a table. This management hierarchy will be having a tree. So in JFS, we have two new views. One is table view and one is tree view. So here we are going to add the tree view. Here in, sorry, here it is table view. Here in tree view, here jobs. It's a will be the list. And here, when we click something on the employee record, then those data will be get populated here. So this is the use of folder view, folder layout. So I will be sharing the code with the GitHub link. I will provide that link in the description box. And I hope that's it for today. We'll see you soon in the next.